So, Super Metroid is a pretty classic game, and I always find excuses to play and replay it. And initially, I kind of wonder why, because I think Metroid Prime is a better game. Um, I
The
have
last
beaten like
Metroid
every Metroid
is
game,
in captivity.
and
The galaxy is at peace.
I'm gonna keep those German subtitles at the bottom because they're entertaining. Auf siebs Bergkampf ich die Metroids. Yeah, I don't really think that's like... Oh, there we go. There's the rest. And I heard of Mother Brain or something. I actually started to learn German, but I sound too much like Hitler. It just wasn't working out for me. Als muss ich die Metroids auf ihrem Heimatplaneten SR388 Astroton. Doesn't actually say SR388 at the top. Now I'm wondering what SR388 is. And why only Germans know what it is. How come there's no German? Whoa, Forschung Station Series. What's weird is that the translation at the bottom is, it doesn't even appear to be like the same language. Like, it's talking about things like series and all that, which I think are pretty sure are I forget the story and the location about this. It's not really that complicated of a story anyway. Like, the whole thing is, okay, the mother brain does what, and the Metroid is in captivity, and there's a big dinosaur thing. Ridley wants to get it, and also the space pirates, and I don't think Ridley is a space pirate. I don't know what Ridley is, or how it can travel through space for that matter, because doesn't Samus escape on the ship, so how did it end up surviving? Who knows? I also wonder if animals could evolve to live in space eventually, to like travel to new planets. That would be so cool. But no scientist actually knows. But these are the things that people such as myself think about. Anyway, it would be cool though if like Ridley had like air pockets. You'll see Ridley in a second, actually. Ridley's in, I think, every Metroid game, or almost all the good Metroid games anyway. Actually, when I said I beat every Metroid game, that's a lie. I never beat the first Metroid without the password because it's just too convoluted for me. But I was like 4 when that game came out, so it wasn't really something I could play as a young child. I couldn't play this game as a kid either. You have to play video games for about 100 hours to get decent enough to beat a game like this, I think, because your muscle memory just doesn't know what the hell you're supposed to be doing. So you don't have the beam shot yet, so you pretty much just have to shoot at his ass. I don't think it matters if you die here, because you're supposed to die. I'm not even going to try to, simply because I don't remember. Yeah, you're supposed to take damage. Oh well. Pretty sure you could still die here if you don't get out in time, and there may or may not. I think there are space pirates when you start running back. Oh, and the steam can't hurt you, but it can hit you. It can stun you, I guess. This game, when it came out, it was like a fucking event. Like, it must have sold so many consoles for Nintendo in the day. I'm pretty sure this and A Link to the Past both sold over 1 million copies, which is that's Mode 7, by the way, what they're doing there. It's the way they're tilting the screen like that. It's pretty cool. All the best Super Nintendo games utilize Mode 7 in some way. Even Chrono Trigger, there's like a race sequence that uses Mode 7 for no real reason. It's just in there. I'd like to record some Chrono Trigger because I really like that game, but man, is that fucking long. It's too long for me. I mean, I hate using frame skips in games like that because it's like, I don't know, it feels like cheating for some reason. But the demand for videos like this on YouTube are pretty much gone anyway, so it's like, who cares? Just record whatever the hell you feel like. So this is the actual planet that you're on, which I forget what it's called. And I especially don't know what it's called in German. Anyway, you basically, when you get to this part, you lose all your power-ups, so you have to go get all of them back. You can't even roll into the spin ball, or I don't even know if you can do that on the ship. I didn't even try. So it doesn't really matter, though. The red doors require missiles. There's all kinds of power-ups in this game, and that's kind of what makes this such a cool game, is that it invented this, you know, find the power-up, move to the next hallway sort of thing. But it did it so freaking well that it made this sort of game like a real, like, even Castlevania and other games like that do it. A lot of games do it. I just played, it's called Ori and the Blind Forest. It's a really good game, and it's just like this. With the power-up, you collect power-ups to get to new areas. It's a lot simpler, and this game's actually pretty damn hard in terms of figuring out what to do. I can't actually finish this game without dying. I usually don't die once because you get so many things that you get make you just practically. You get a reserve tank, you get a double energy tank. I think the only thing that can really kill me is the ghost boss, which comes right near the end of the game, and that's mostly because it's really hard to figure out the strategy for killing it. Anyway. The Game Boy Metroid is actually Metroid 2 Return of Samus, and that one's actually I thought I needed to go this way, so I missed something. I always thought that those blocks look like frosted mini wheats, and they do. They absolutely freaking out. Here it is. Now, if you beat the game within 3.5 hours, you get an extra sort of thing. It's really not anything special, so I never went for it, but it's also really hard to do that. No, that's all the morphing ball does, but they're obviously... I think the next thing you have to get is the missile, and I think you have to, you get it pretty immediately. It's not until you get to Norfair, which is the fire area, that the game really gets tricky. There we go. Right about Norfair and the water area, Meridia, that's when the game gets really just like, what the hell am I supposed to do next? Right now it's pretty damn easy. There's not many places you can go at the beginning either. The missiles are limited, so you have to actually selectively charge them up. I guess I could phrase it. Or selectively use them, I should say. I guess you don't get the charge beam till later, I don't remember. That was just a missile. Let's just give you extra missiles. You can also collect all those, but you usually have so many, just going through the game. There's not a reason to. You're just trying to finish it.